Hey everyone, my name is Ashley and welcome back to Adulting with Black Girl Magic. If it's your first time here, welcome. If it's not your first time, welcome back. So what is Adulting with Black Girl Magic? It's just my way of thinking about ways to adult effectively in this world. It's not the easiest, but it can be done, right? And so thinking about all the things that I'd wish I'd known when I was younger to be a better adult now. Hopefully it will help you. All right, so what are we going to talk about today? Well, today is December 1st. It is the first day of my Vlogmas experiment. We're going to see if it can happen. I'm not 100% sure that it can. Vlogmas is me vlogging once a day until Christmas. Now, if you looked at my vlog history, my upload history, you know that's highly unlikely. But I hope you come back, check it out, see what I can come up with daily. Fingers crossed I don't muck it up. So what do I want to talk about today? I want to talk about Giving Tuesday. And I'm sure it's something you've heard of, but if you haven't, I'm happy to explain. Giving Tuesday was founded in 2012, and the goal of Giving Tuesday was to implement ways to give back to the community and eventually the world. It's now gone global and it is celebrated everywhere. And I know you're thinking, Giving Tuesday, I just spent money on Black Friday, or I was Cyber Mondaying it up, right? Giving is not just about giving money. It's also about giving, as my church would say, time, talent, and testimony. So if you go to the Giving Tuesday website, they actually are very, very clear on different ways that you can give. And so I want to go over those ways with you today. The definition of Giving Tuesday, according to their website, is it's a global generosity movement, unleashing the power of people and organization to transform communities and the world. Again, a way to inspire you to do more in your community. The best thing about Giving Tuesday is, again, it doesn't just have to be about money. So what are some different ways that you can give? I have a list, so please forgive me looking down. I just want to make sure I don't mess it up. All right, so according to the Giving Tuesday website, you can give time, dollars, voice, goods, kindness, talent together. Whoa, that's a lot, right? You don't have to give them all. So let's go into each one and figure out what that looks like and then how you can share your giving with the world. Shameless plug. If you want to see what I'm giving, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Adulting with BGM, like Adulting with Black Girl Magic, but it was too long. So Adulting with BGM. So feel free to check me out to see what I will be giving. All right, so let's get into each one, right? So the first one we're going to talk about is time. And time is the one commodity that you can give away but never get back, right? Once you give that hour away, that hour is gone. No one can pay you back for it, right? So think about ways that you can give time into your community. That could be volunteering, that could be going to check on a neighbor, that there's so many ways that you can donate your time to your community. Think about elderly, maybe helping pick up groceries, especially in a time when we want to kind of like socially distance and be, really respectful. Maybe when you're grocery shopping for yourself, you pick up something for an elderly neighbor. So time is a really good thing that you can give and you can't get back. So to me, it's the most precious commodity, right? The next one is going to be voice. Now, that does not mean singing because your girl could never participate. But if you want to use your voice to fight social injustice, this is the time to do it. All of the political unrest has kind of died down a bit, and people are feeling like, oh, we know that discrimination is real and that's enough. It's not. Right? So how can you use your voice to advocate for those who don't have a voice? Everything from social media posts to protests, but also when you see or hear discrimination, call it out immediately, right? And challenge yourself to think differently so that you can impact those around you. I know that old adage, each one teach one, is silly, but it's real, right? And if you're in an environment where you're seeing something go down that it shouldn't be, it's your time to speak up. And I want you guys to be mindful that when we're talking about using your voice for advocacy and against discrimination, we're not just talking about race, we're also talking about gender, sexuality, all of it, right? When one of us has justice, we can all get justice. And it's important for us to use our voice when we have it. Small space, big space, all the spaces. So that's what I would suggest for voice. Goods. So when you think about goods, I know you're like, I just spent all this money. I don't have any goods to be giving away. Well, when you're at the grocery store, pick up an extra can or two, or if you have cans in your home of canned goods that you know that you're not going to be eating and they're not expired. Remember, do not give people expired food. That's low down. If they're not expired, then go ahead and give those to your local food pantries, right? Maybe your churches offer food pantries, but it's a good way to give goods. Another way to give goods, and like for me personally, is I have 3 vacuum cleaners. I really have a thing for vacuum cleaners. It's kind of odd. But one thing that I can do and I plan on doing is giving away one of my 3 vacuum cleaners, right? To a family who doesn't have a vacuum cleaner. The good thing about giving away goods is that it helps prevent like waste. It helps declutter your personal space, and you can help someone who needs an item that you have. So if there's something that you have multiples of that you know you just don't use anymore and someone would be happy to use them, I would go ahead and suggest giving that away as a part of your Giving Tuesday. That's a couple of ways to give goods. Kindness. Kindness is the freest thing to give away, but for some reason we hold on to it so tight, right? Kindness means opening a door, being empathetic, giving lending an ear, complimenting someone on a job well done. I love physical compliments when people tell me, "Oh, your makeup is pretty." It do be. But that's not the only way to give kindness, right? I love when people say job well done. I love when people notice non-physical characteristics about people and then pointing that out, right? Kindness is not only giving money, but it's also giving compliments, giving honesty, and being a good friend. And so the next time you ask someone how is their day, take a minute to really ask them, no, how is your day? Because ultimately, that little bit of kindness can change their world. Talent. Now, talent is a good one, right? If you are an excellent singer, offer to sing for free at a nursing home, maybe on Zoom, because you can't be singing out loud in front of people. So offer to maybe sing. If you're a graphic designer, offer to help a non-for-profit or a friend starting a business, right? But talent is something that's so great because we all are uniquely positioned to have a special talent that no one else has. We're like snowflakes. We're all not snowflakes like we melt, but snowflakes like we're all different. And we all have a different perspective and a different thing that we can give people. So my suggestion is if you have a talent that you love, go ahead and donate that. Give that away to someone on Giving Tuesday and any day. Together. Now, when I read together, and I was like, giving together, what could that possibly mean? But essentially, giving together is doing it as a group, right? So maybe there are some local organizations that are doing some cleanups, or there's something in your community that needs to be addressed, and as a community, you're going to address it together. So when we're talking about together, we're talking about a movement of people, right? In this time where you can't really be out breathing on folks, my suggestion would be to look up virtual options, right? Maybe joining your city's town halls, working with your aldermen or trustees, working in those areas that will help your community be better and will help you give back. So that would be giving together. And after you do all of this giving, how are you going to let the world know? Does the world need to know? In my opinion, they do. So when we're talking about giving, showing the world what you're giving, my suggestion would be using the hashtag #unselfie. This is the time where you can take a picture of yourself or others doing good in the hood. So cliche. So my suggestion is to tag yourself on selfie with pictures of what you're doing, ideas of ways that you're able to help the community, and start to give back. In the description bar, I'll have the website to Giving Tuesday and the social media pack you can use to demonstrate that you're giving back. Now, you may be asking yourself, Ashley, and even if you're not asking yourself, I want to tell you, what are you going to give back? And I think that's a great question, right? So other than these random vacuum cleaners that I have all over the house, I have 2 organizations that are very close to my heart that I'm definitely going to give back to. One of them is the Southside YMCA. So I am a resident of the South suburbs of Chicago. If y'all don't know, Chi-Town, stand up. I don't live in Chicago proper. However, the Southside YMCA does so much good for the neighborhood. I have a server who sits on the board. She's absolutely amazing. And I know that all of the funds that she is raising are going to benefit the community. The YMCAs are starting to reopen after the quarantine, right? And reopening is going to look different for everyone based on where they are. And it's important that we provide them with the funds and the talent necessary to do a good job in the area, right? That could be things like virtual classes, after school programs. And so it's super important to me to provide an area in the community where kids can go and learn and be safe. So I will be donating to the Southside YMCA. That link will also be in the description bar if you would like to give. My second organization that I give to is MYTT, which is Mentoring Youth Through Technology. I currently sit on the board as a communications person. And what that means is that, well, what is MYTT first? I think the world should know it. If you don't, let me tell you. MYTT gives STEM opportunities to underserved and underrepresented youths in throughout the country. We're mainly focused like in Illinois, Mississippi. I believe we have something in Michigan, Tennessee. We have different offices throughout like this region. And what we're doing is providing STEM opportunities, teaching about STEM, what it is, how it works, and the different opportunities. And before the quarantine, we did a lot of in person, and now we're switching to doing things virtually for safety. And so funds are important. Not only are funds important, but also volunteers. And so my two Giving Tuesday organizations are going to be MYTT and Southside YMCA. Both will be linked in the description bar below. Lastly, but definitely not leastly, today is World AIDS Day, right? December 1st is World AIDS Day. So there's another way that you can give back. You can use your voice for advocacy for those who are impacted with HIV and AIDS. You can also donate to organizations that are doing research on how to cure HIV and AIDS. This is kind of like this is not a new topic, but that is one that I think would be really good for you to look into if you'd be interested in giving back for World AIDS Day. Yeah, I think that's it. So my goal or my request of you is to use your influence for Giving Tuesday. And don't just stop today. Continue to give. Give and give and give and give, because there's things that you can give that don't cost you money, but that can definitely make an impact in your community, your family, and the world. And so give, and hopefully you'll see me again tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna have a video. I'm gonna try, but your girl does not, I don't know. Oh, again, shameless plug. Follow me on Instagram, Adulting with BGM. I will be now that I can post 2 daily for sure. So if you want to follow me, see what I'm up to, see what I'm thinking about, and see how you can get back, that's a good way to follow me. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and peace out. I gotta find like a sign off. Comment that below. What should my sign off be? I'm not cool like that. Ooh.